Have you ever prayed and cried out to God for a miracle, for an answer, and it seemed like God wasn't listening, like everyone else was getting their miracle, everyone else was getting their answer, but it didn't seem like God was concerned about you? I know what it's like to feel like God has forgotten about you, to feel like you're not important enough for God to answer your prayers. There were times in my life where I felt like that, and I'm sure many of you can relate to that. But I want you to remember this: God has not forgotten you. He is working. Sometimes it may seem quiet, you may feel alone, but God is working. In the book of 1 Samuel chapter 1, we meet a woman named Hannah. Hannah wanted to have a baby, but she couldn't, and year after year, she watched other women around her have children, and she felt like God had forgotten about her. And to make matters worse, there was this one woman who taunted her. Every time Hannah went to the house of worship, this woman would say, "Why are you only here to mock God? Why do you pray in the presence of the Lord?" Oh, how humiliating. Imagine going to church and some lady shouting at you, "You're only here to mock God, why do you pray?" But Hannah didn't give up. She continued to pray, even though she felt like God wasn't listening. She cried out to God, and her prayer was, "Oh Lord, if only you would grant me a son, I would give him to you as a Nazirite. He will be dedicated to the Lord for all his life, and he will use neither wine nor beer, nor will he eat grapes or figs or any kind of fruit from the vine. He will be dedicated to the Lord." 1 Samuel 1:11. Hannah prayed with all her heart, and she promised God that if he gave her a son, she would dedicate that son to God. Friends, Hannah's story reminds us that even when we feel like God isn't listening, he is hearing our prayers. And one day Hannah woke up, and she realized that she was no longer just Hannah, the woman who couldn't have children. No, God had answered her prayer. She now had a son. And when he heard this news, the first thing she did was go to the house of worship. And there, in the presence of God, she praised God. She said, "My heart rejoices in the Lord. In the Lord my horn is lifted high. The Lord is my strength and my might, and he has become my salvation." 1 Samuel 2:1. Hannah's miracle didn't change her. She remained humble, she remained grateful. And I want you to know this: God is still Hannah's God. He's still working miracles in her life. Are you going through something right now where you feel like God isn't listening? Hold on to this truth: God is working. He hasn't forgotten you. He's preparing something far greater than you could ever imagine. So don't give up. Keep praying. Keep believing. Just like Hannah, one day you too will shout for joy and say, "My God is a good God. My God is a great God. And God is my Father, and I'm going to praise him forever." Will you pray with me? Say this prayer after me. Lord, I choose to trust. Even when I'm tired, I will wait, because I know you never fail. If this message spoke to your heart, type "God is lifting me from the dust" in the comments. Also like, share, and subscribe. God is rewriting your story.